A short while into the escalating Clone War, the Jedi Council assigned Mace Windu to investigate separatist activity on the Outer Rim world of Hissrich, in order to determine the purpose of the droid army's presence in that system. As of the nature of the mission, and the Republic's already dwindling resources, Windu chose a team of Jedi to aid him, including Jedi Masters Kit Fisto and Proset Dibs, as well as Jedi Knight Rissa Marno. The team took a T-6 shuttle named the Westwind from Coruscant, and scrambled the ship's signals so that the separatists on Hissrich would not notice them. Arriving on Hissrich, the team headed towards the main separatist outpost, using the flora of the planet as their cover. Soon the Jedi encountered a droid patrol squadron and swiftly defeated it, before sensing that the natives of the planet were approaching them, giving away their position to a nearby battle droid scout. Returning to the base, the droid informed the leader of the separatist operation on Hissrich, ADW-4, a droid mercenary, about the Jedi presence. Leading the Jedi into the subterranean caves, the natives showed them their underground dwellings, and the glowing roots from plants on the surface that gave them light and heat. Windu supposed that their cover had been blown from the skirmish with the enemy patrol, and the team discovered that the inhabitants had their troubles with the battle droids also. At the same time, ADW-4 mobilized the first wave of harvester droids and escorted a troop to apprehend the Jedi underground, blasting a hole through to the dwellings and sending the droids in to attack them. After using his strength to defeat several destroyer droids, Windu was ambushed by ADW-4, who used an electro staff to meet the Jedi Master in combat. During the duel, the two exchanged thoughts about the ideals of the Jedi, before the droid mercenary used his advantage to attempt to crush Windu before fleeing. Noticing the roots above being pulled out, Mace and Rissa clinged to one and were pulled up to the surface by a large mechanical droid, leading the Jedi to the conclusion that the separatists were harvesting the plants for the photosynthetic energy stored within, which could be harnessed as a massive power supply. With both pairs of Jedi destroying the droids on the surface and underground, Mace and Rissa advanced to a nearby vantage point, only to find dozens more harvester droids defiling the landscape. Using their opportunity, they destroyed countless droids and were able to take down the remaining harvesters in the area, later moving forward to locate the main separatist base on Hissrich. Unbeknownst to the two Jedi, Fisto and Dibs recovered from a cave-in and used the Force to sense their way through the darkness. They stumbled upon and fought a massive creature called a Mylodon, as the droid leader ADW-4 made contact with General Grievous at the base above ground. Informing Grievous that Windu was dead to increase his profit, ADW-4 was tasked with retrieving the lightsabers of the Jedi team on the planet, later sending out search parties to locate the Jedi. Returning to the Westwind after taking notice of the large number of droids searching for them, the two Jedi on the surface waited to regroup with the troubled masters Fisto and Dibs before launching an assault on the separatist base. After defeating the Mylodon, the Jedi below the ground discovered the bodies of the natives, which angered Proset Dibs, as the planet and its people had nothing to do with the war. He saw that the Jedi should have protected the victims, and agreed with Fisto to return to Mace and Rissa before other innocent lives fell to the separatists. Back at the ship, Master Dibs revealed his feelings towards Master Windu about the Jedi Council already knowing the purpose of Hissrich, accusing them of corrupting the Order as a result of the war. Denying his leadership, Dibs instigated a fight between the two of them, with Windu accepting a lightsaber duel to see who truly knew what was best for the galaxy. In the rainy weather, the duel escalated as Fisto and Rissa watched, distress growing in the young Jedi Knight over them starting to lose their way and fighting each other. Engaged in combat, Mace and Proset exchanged their perspectives on the state of the Jedi, until the dark-skinned warrior used the Force to trip Dibs and leave him defenseless. Remembering that he was put in a similar position years ago, Mace listened to the words of his master as they echoed in his mind, putting away his saber and letting Dibs live. Aboard the shuttle, Windu held Dibs captive as the three Jedi turned their attention to the coming attack on the droid base, deciding to use each other's individual talents in an effort to gain victory over the Separatists. As the droid mercenaries scanned the world for signs of the Jedi within the base, an explosion caught him and his droids off balance, with Kit Fisto announcing his presence to the dozens of battle droids inside, soon cutting them apart one by one. Infiltrating the base with stealth, Windu and Mano decided to split up to achieve their objectives, with Mace pursuing ADW-4 and Rissa heading to assist Master Fisto. The droid leader ordered for the harvested cargo to be ready for transport off-world, as well as ensuring that his army of battle droids kept the Jedi occupied long enough. Suddenly, Windu entered the room and once again challenged ADW-4 to a duel, determined to defeat the mechanical menace once and for all. The mercenary attempted to aggravate the Jedi by using his nature against him, before being impaled by Windu's lightsaber. Meanwhile, Master Fisto believed he had fought to his end against the endless ranks of droids, until Rissa fought her way to him, revealing that her true assignment had been to sabotage the shipment preparing to leave Hissrich and destroy it. With the Separatist supply ship exploding overhead with the raw energy from the harvested roots, ADW-4 came to be at the mercy of Master Windu. With one trick left, the droid leader detached his head and attempted to escape, but Mace was able to obliterate it with the Force, tolerating him no longer. Back on Coruscant, Windu reported to the Jedi Council about the mission, as he brought former Master Dibs before them. Proset spoke of the lies and deception that he saw poisoning the Jedi teachings, being named as a traitor of the Republic by Master Ki-Adi-Mundi. However, Windu thought it appropriate to put Dibs in confinement in the temple library, so that he may learn the error of his ways. Later on, Mace conversed with Rissa about the many hardships the Jedi had yet to face in the Clone War, suggesting that they continue to trust in the Force and fight to protect the galaxy. Not long after, a detachment of clone troops was sent to Hissrich to defeat the remaining droid force and provide relief to the natives and aid in the reconstruction of their homeworld.